Three foreign guys are playing hide and seek. The last one to be found wins a grand prize of $100,000. Since there are no restrictions on hiding methods, the players get really creative. The blonde guy buys a few mannequins and decides to sneak among them. He even dresses each mannequin, hoping to waste the seeker's time. He hides himself on a storage rack. He looks just like a mannequin. The older guy finds a brown jumpsuit and decides to get up close and personal with the earth. He lays the jumpsuit flat on the ground, puts a few drops of glue on it, and covers it with sand. A dirt ghillie suit is ready. Next, he just needs to dig a hole and lie in it. Compared to the other two players, the bearded guy's hiding method is the most complicated. He borrows a couch from next door and wants to hide his entire body inside. It goes without saying that this is going to be a major project. The bearded guy first cuts open the fabric of the couch and pulls out the stuffing. Then comes the hardest part. The inside of the couch is full of bent wires. The bearded guy has to cut them all. Then he cuts a hole in the cushion the size of his head. He does the same with a blue pillow. After the bearded guy gets into the couch, his friend puts the pillowcase over his head. There's one last crucial step. The bearded guy calls his friend over and has him paint his face blue. Isn't this just hiding in plain sight? The three guys hide at the same time. The last one to be found takes home $100,000. After an hour of preparation, the three players are ready. Now it's Lao Wang's turn to search. He has 40 minutes to find them. For the first half hour, Lao Wang has to wear special glasses. The visual effects make his job quite difficult. He has to rely more on his sense of touch. 5 minutes pass. Lao Wang searches high and low, but doesn't see anyone. The players are starting to suffocate from the heat, especially the older guy sunbathing and the bearded guy. The bearded guy is waiting impatiently, vowing never to be a couch again. Perhaps Lao Wang heard his plea, because he turns and walks into the bedroom. He feels around on the couch. Suddenly, he grabs a hand, but he can't pull it out. Defeated, Lao Wang flips the couch over and finds the bearded guy inside. Lao Wang's confidence soars. He then easily finds the storage room where the blonde guy is hiding. After seeing nothing unusual with the mannequins, he shifts his attention to the blonde guy on the shelf. Trying to appear nonchalant, Lao Wang doesn't suspect the seemingly lifeless mannequin. He simply checks a few boxes nearby. 20 minutes have passed, and Lao Wang still hasn't found anyone else. The crew, watching him sweat, gives him a little hint. They tell him there's one more person outside. This is how hide and seek is really done. To win the game. The older guy literally buried himself in the dirt. Lao Wang walks out of the house and gradually approaches his area. The older guy holds his breath, not daring to move. Luckily, Lao Wang doesn't notice him. The outdoor area is just too vast, combined with the dizzying goggles. He searches everywhere without a clue. Frustrated, he starts pulling weeds out of anger. Meanwhile, the blonde guy, while Lao Wang is away, searches for a new hiding spot. He's like a walking dummy. He stands in a corner and blends right in. There are 10 minutes left in the game. This means Lao Wang can finally take off the goggles. Seeing this, the blonde guy gives up on changing locations. He returns to his previous spot. The older guy is still perfectly camouflaged. Even after Lao Wang removes the goggles, he doesn't notice him. Lao Wang decides to search the house again. There's nowhere to hide in the living room. He goes back into the storage room and tries to determine if the mannequins are real. When he reaches the shelf, the blonde guy gives himself away. Now only the older guy remains. Lao Wang has 2 minutes to find him. He even searches along the fence, but he's nowhere to be seen. The crew starts the countdown. The older guy doesn't sit up until the last second ticks by. He's the true master of disguise. If you were playing hide and seek, what would be your best hiding strategy?